Adam Spragen, Spragen Built Customs, Bell Fountain, Ohio.
And what's this?
The 68 International Loadstar sitting on a Dodge 3500 chassis.
And when did you start the build?
It's about a year and a half ago. It was just, I seen some pictures and thought they were neat and just thought, hey, that'd be cool. We should build one.
So some inspiration.
Yeah.
In a magazine or something?
Just pictures online I've seen, just social media stuff. There's a couple people that had them built and just thought it'd be kind of neat to do that.
What did you start with?
The truck come out of Indiana. It was just a farmer that just had it, and it had been in the family for like 30 some years, and he just had it for sale marketplace. We just decided, hey, the wife loved the color and it was super clean, so we just figured we'd just go with that. So I bought the cab, and then I bought a crashed 3500 Dodge. It actually had a tree fall in the cab. It ran and drove fine. There was nothing wrong with the running gear, but the cab definitely did not look good. So it still has the common rail Cummins and the 6-speed, and 90% of the frame is still under it. Because being on air, yes, there's a notch in the back and, you know, on bags of the 4-link, but it still does have factory Dodge A-arms in the front, just with bags where the springs are.
You had it at Louisville.
It was at Matt's in Louisville last year, yep.
What's your favorite thing about it?
Just that it's different. I just like that you don't see a lot of them, so most places you go, there's just nobody really knows what it is. So that's what makes it fun to me. Most people never seen, as you call them, binders sitting low like this. Are just done cool.
Do you have a background in trucking?
I actually have a Class A CDL, and I used to haul heavy haul and do equipment and stuff for the excavating company and stuff I used to work for. So yes, I do enjoy trucking as well.
And where did the custom builds come into play?
It really was just the idea of, you
wanted one for yourself.
Yes. I wanted one for myself because, you know, to buy one, I mean, you're going to have to pay somebody to build one. And I thought, well, I like to weld and fabricate, so why not give it a try, and one step at a time, and you just start one piece and the next piece, until you got it the way you want it.
Where did you learn how to do all of that?
All self-taught. I never really went to school for it. It's just picked it up and said, hey, that didn't weld right. So what did I got to change to make it work better or do better? So it was all more self-taught. I didn't do any classes or any schooling on it. I mean, I've watched a couple YouTube videos on some of the suspension with the 4-link and stuff that I did on this and the notch, but for the most part, you overbuild it is never wrong. That's the way I always look at it.
Do you have a shop at home?
I do. Yep. Got a 36 by 48 pole building. I'm starting to build stuff out of.
So if people want to find you,
yep, you can find me on, it's either Spragen Built Customs on YouTube, Adam Spragen on Instagram. Yeah, call me. We'll build a truck.
How far have you driven it?
It has been 6 hours down to Pigeon Forge for Rod Run Smoky Mountain Truck Fest. We drove it 2 hours here today from Bell Fountain, Ohio.
You said she likes the color.
Yes, the wife likes the color.
Does she like riding in it too?
She enjoys riding in it. There's actually a truck in the works for her as well.
Ah, what color's it?
It's more teal than this.
You're speaking my language.
Yes, for sure.
You built all of this?
All the bumper, all the back end is full custom, yes.
Do you have a little camper or trailer that you pull with it?
We do pull a toy hauler bumper pull camper with it as well. And I have hauled a gooseneck with it, hauling hay and straw. And some of the other builds I've started, I've hauled the cabs and stuff with.
You've hauled hay and straw with this?
Yeah. Yeah.
I bet that
and it's got a farm use plate on it.
I bet that gets some turned heads.
That's right.
You do that yourself too?
Yes. Well, I had a guy plasma cut it all out. I'm not that steady to do that myself.
Once you get a couple employees.
No, well, not yet. It'd be cool someday, but no, I got a buddy that has a plasma table that he cut those out for me. I'll peek inside. It's got a full custom interior in it as well. Can move some of this. It was in Diesel World magazine. They put it in there, I think it was October 23 issue. Even had it on the cover, kind of, which was kind of cool. But yeah, the interior is just a full custom seat and headliner and everything that I had done for it. I made the seat bracket, but I did have a guy cover everything. I did not do the actual leather work on it.
And an armrest in the middle?
Yeah, it folds down as well. It's folded up right now.
Geez, that's cozy.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice ride.
And it does match. I'm not sure how well the camera will pick that up.
Yes, the stitching does match the truck.
And up there, your logo. Who did this for you? Give him a little shout too.
It's his card's right there, the gray one.
Screenshot it, folks. What'd you say the transmission is?
It's an NV 5600. It's out of that Dodge truck as well.
Is this mostly original dash with some custom touches, I'm assuming?
So the dash itself is all original. Obviously the gauge cluster is out of the Dodge truck. Just had to do that for now because of the whole harness and everything. Because the motor is a little more electronic in it, it had to have the dash cluster in it for it to actually work.
Any other plans for it?
They're never done. I mean, I do want to do a standalone harness and go with a different set of gauges and stuff in it. Get rid of like the Dodge turn signal switches and headlights. Get rid of all that. And one of my sponsors wants the engine this winter to go through the engine. And I don't know. It makes about 400 horse right now, but it may end up 6, 7, 8. I don't really know. We'll see where it comes back. I don't know what they're going to do to it yet. He just smiled when he said he wanted the motor, so I don't know what that means.